So after working as a physical therapist aide for the past year and a half now, the biggest thing that physical therapists struggle with, at least from what I've seen, has been that they overeat, they're stressed out, they're burnt out, and it's affecting their entire life. It's affecting the way they look, it's affecting the way they feel, it's affecting even their work. And the biggest reason for this is, again, because they're stressed out. They don't need more cardio. They don't need more gym. They don't need stricter diets. The issue is the way they handle stress before they get home. The way they handle stress throughout the whole day from when they wake up to when they end their shift. First, they're waking up early. It's fine. You guys have to wake up early. You got to get to work. So you're waking up around somewhere between 5 to 7 a.m. Then you're already down one coffee before you have any food. Now, this is already the biggest mistake. Because before having any food, if you're chugging down some coffee, you're already boosting your cortisol so much higher. Now, cortisol is not something you have to be scared of. Cortisol is literally something that wakes you up and helps you be more alert in more serious situations, which is something that you know as a physical therapist. But the issue is that when you're boosting it even higher unnaturally with coffee, without even having any food or water, this is the main issue because it's so much easier to crash. And most of you guys notice this, so instead of getting some food, you down another coffee. And this is where the other mistake is because now the whole day you're stressed out working with patients, and now you're boosting your cortisol even more with another coffee before having any food and still barely having any water. Now, the second mistake is having your lunch break inside the office. You can't expect to be able to have a proper meal in the same environments you've been working for 5 to 6 hours. You're working with patients, you're stressed out, you're running around, you're helping all these people. Now you expect to have lunch in that same environment, literally 10 minutes before you're just working with the patients. Now you're trying to have a lunch. That's just not going to work out. All that food you're going to have, no matter how relaxed you do become, it's all going to turn into fat, or at least most of it. So instead, go outside and actually walk for 10 to 15 minutes. Get some fresh air, get some sunlight. If you can, eat outside. Don't eat inside. Don't go to that little tiny break room that is just closed off with barely any windows and barely any sunlight. Go outside. If you can, eat outside and just enjoy your time. Relax. Let your body relax because the whole day you are stressed out and you need to relax. Lower that cortisol and let it regulate just a little bit. The third and the biggest mistake is not having anything prepared when you get home. The issue is that most physical therapists, they don't have any meal prepared for them when they get home. They don't want to meal prep and they don't want to cook when they come home. So now they go to takeout, they go to snacks, they go to ice cream in the freezer, whatever is quick, whatever is easy. Now with the Instant Pot, this is the best fix because in 1 to 2 minutes, every single morning or even the night before, you're going to have a fresh, warm meal before you even open the door to your house. Now, how does this actually look like? Water in a pot. You put either rice, beans, lentils, whatever seasonings you want. You can put cayenne pepper. You can put oregano. You can put literally whatever you want. You close the lid. You turn on keep warm. This is very important because this is what actually keeps it warm so that when you come home from work, you have a fresh, warm meal waiting for you, as if someone literally just cooked it. Doesn't take more than 2 minutes. So now when you come home, you have a fresh, warm meal. You don't have to cook. You don't have to order takeout, and you don't have to worry about what you're going to eat. Now, after making these 3 simple changes, you'll literally see one of the best changes in your life within a few weeks. Because I did this with my physical therapist, and he literally saw his energy was so much better. After coming back to his lunch breaks, he actually felt excited now. He felt so much better energy. Within a few weeks, he started losing fat. He lost 10 pounds in a couple of weeks. He started seeing his upper abs. He saw his gut was hanging out a little bit and he felt tight in his scrubs. But now, after a few weeks of literally just walking outside during his lunch breaks, because that was also giving him 5K steps on average during his work days, where he didn't really get much steps as a physical therapist. Maybe you're a man in healthcare and you obviously are walking around more, but still, even just going outside and relaxing makes such a big difference. And you could tell like he was generally just more happy in his face and his body was showing it through his abs. And again, also the hydration as well. Hydration is one of the most important things. This is something that I forgot to add, but you need to hydrate. Hydrate isn't just H2O. Hydrating is water that actually has minerals. So if you have filtered water, you need to remineralize it with sea salt and get a bigger water bottle. I'll link one down below. This makes it so much easier to actually getting enough water and place it around you so that you don't forget to drink it, because most men in healthcare just forget to drink water. So always have it around you. Get a 64 fluid ounce so that it's just so much easier to get in how much water you need, because you need about 100 fluid ounces. Most men are only getting like 20. So this is a very big issue. Get a 64 ounce. I'll link it down below. It's like $40. Within a few weeks, you'll literally see the changes. This is investment for your health, investment for your future, so that you feel better energy. If you're a man in healthcare, you know the effects of dehydration for many, many years, especially if it becomes chronic. So get the bigger water bottle, make the investment, because not only will you feel better now, you'll feel better in the long term as well. If you're someone in healthcare, if you're a PTA, physical therapist, whatever you are, and you want to implement these systems into your schedule so that you could feel better, less burnt out, less stress, less overeating, constantly trying to just look for relief and escaping what the real solution is, DM me in my Instagram. I'll be able to help you. I could help you implement these systems into your own schedule so you don't have to try to lose fat or lower your cortisol by trying to go on runs, by trying to go on strict diets, by trying to go on strict gym plans, but just by making simple changes like these. Now, if you have any other questions, just DM me down below or put any comments to this post and I'll answer them ASAP.